All right, so three things. One is goal setting for the year. Number two is understanding the marketing plan. When you set your goals for the year, you need to understand that your goal needs to be aligned to our compensation plan, and you need to know our marketing plan in order to be able to maximize the compensation plan. And then the third thing I'm going to discuss with you is the 90-day challenge. What does that mean? The 90-day challenge simply means for the next 90 days, I would recommend that you really focus on your business so that you can get the maximum out of it. And the reason why 90 days is very crucial is from my experience in the business, the first 90 days of your business lays a foundation for your growth for the next 3 or 4 years. I remember when we started, Betty and I were really working hard. We were traveling 6,000 to 7,000 kilometers every month visiting our teams. And that built the momentum that carried our business for 3 to 4 years. So, if you'll permit me, I want to share the screen with you. Just one moment. Let me. Let me set a few things on the screen first before we proceed. Just one moment, please. Share notes. Collaborate. Okay. So the first thing I would like to do to share with you today is setting the goals for the year 2025. You know, life is very funny. It's only the other day I changed our screen and the presentation to 2024. Then on Monday, we set our goals for 2025. So, very important things about goal setting. You will likely achieve what you have set if you have seen it clearly. It means, what are you aiming for? So the first goal I want to recommend is set your goals for the year 2025. And I've given you a simple example. Let me say your financial goal is $2,000 a month. Whatever country you're in, convert to your local currency. Whether in Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, South Africa, Lesotho, Botswana, whatever it is. But let me say your financial goal is $2,000 a month. Write it down. Don't just say, my goal, this is my goal. Write it down in a place you can see it every day. And I would recommend further, write it down, repeat writing down every day. And the reason for that is that the more you write down your goals, the more it's imprinted in your brain and your mind, eventually to get to your subconscious mind. So your goal is $2,000 a month. Put a date on it. When do you want to achieve this goal? Let me say you want to achieve this goal by the 30th of December, 2025. That is the end of this year. How do you get to $2,000? I would think from our marketing plan, the easiest way to get to that income level is to build a 1 rupee business. What is a 1 rupee business? I'll explain this in a few minutes. That means that you need to have 3 director legs and a group volume of roughly 20,000 points that your team generates per month. Okay? Now, a very simple way to make this a reality is set goals for every 90 days action plan. Why 90 days? Because 90 days is something which is not too far and also is not very near. So set a 90-day goal plan. Let me say, this is the beginning of January. You want to achieve a certain level by the end of March 2025. There are 3 things that you need to do in your business to be able to grow your business. The first, you need what is called personal PV. I'm sure all of you know what personal PV is. Personal PV is a PV you generate, you and your customers. The next thing is personal sponsoring. You only grow your business when you get new people in the business. Have a goal to introduce 3 people in every month. That is 3 in 30. Why 3 in 30? Because 3 in 30 is achievable. You sponsor enough people to be able to grow, build momentum. At the same time, you have enough time to teach them how the business works. So have your goal to do a 3 in 30 every month. In order to do 3 in 30 every month, you need to reduce this also to weekly output. What is your weekly activity goal? I want to suggest that you need to show the business to new faces, 15 to 20 people every week that you show the business to new faces. Once you've done that, you need to break it down to a daily method of operation. That is, you need to do specific things every single day to grow your business. Show the business to 2 to 3 people every day, one-on-one. You might say, Pascal, 2 to 3 people, I can do that very easily. Yes, I agree with you. But do it for 90 days consistently, then you will see the momentum that builds in your business. So, daily method of operation, show the business to 2 to 3 people every day, one-on-one. Collect new names every day. Every day, I would recommend that you need to meet new people to grow your name list. Why is that important? Because when you start the business, you write 200 names. After about 3 to 4 months, you'll have contacted all those 200 people, and that means you need to have a way of generating new names. So add two new names to your list in order to show them the business. And then a very important thing is read at least 15 minutes every day. Why is that important? Because you need to put something in your brain. If you don't put anything in your brain, nothing will come out. The computer people say, garbage in, garbage out. Good information in, good information out. So let's just recap. You have a goal, $2,000 a month. By when? 30th of December 2025. How do you do this? To build a one ruby business. What is a one ruby business? You build 3 director legs and 20,000 group PV. 90-day plan. If you do a 90-day plan and then you review your goals every 90 days. For example, you set the goal for 90 days until the end of March. The beginning of April, you review the goals you set the first quarter and set another set of goals for the next quarter. You keep doing that every 90 days to reset your goals. And then your goal should be to sponsor 3 people in 30 days. That's very important. If you sponsor 3 people every month, in 8 months, you'll have sponsored 24 people. Personally, from my experience, if you sponsor 24 people in your business, you are likely to get 4 to 6 serious people, and that is what you need to get to a one ruby business. Because one ruby simply means you've got 3 directors. That means you've got 3 people who are serious to become directors. That is what it simply means. Now, the other goal characteristics that you need to have to make sure you've got a stable business. They're called the things that lay the foundation for long-term success. The first one is called identity goals. You need to have goals that define your character. What are the values you hold dear? What are the things you hold important? And the best way to do things, in fact, there are very simple things in life that you need to adhere to. One, it's called the golden rule. Do unto others what you'd like them to do unto you. How do you relate with people? Do you help others? Is your goal to become just to be served or to serve others? Check your relationships. How is the relationships at home? How is the relationships with your team? Who are the people you hold most important? The other aspect of identity goals is ambition. You need to develop competence in the business. You need to work very hard in your business. These are the things that create the identity that you have. And then you need to have economic goals, financial goals. What do you want to achieve, short or long term? Then the other type of goals are called functional goals. What are these? These are goals that helps you to achieve at a very high level. And I use the acronym DEAR. What is this DEAR? Diet, exercise, attitude, and rest. 4 things. Why is that important? Because remember, as you grow your business and your team becomes bigger, they're going to demand more from you in terms of attention, in terms of guidance, in terms of knowledge, in terms of training your team. And to do this, you need to be mentally fit, you need to be physically fit, exercise, good diet, good attitude. And then you need to have enough rest. This is very important. A lot of very successful people neglect to rest. I would say that you need at least 8 hours of sleep every day. The best time to go to sleep is 10 o'clock. One of the most important aspects of sleep is between 10 and 11 p.m. in the night. That is when your body slows down, your brain goes from beta to alpha to theta to delta. That's when you really get deep sleep. Okay? Then the other functional goal is education. Education simply means you acquire knowledge that helps you to succeed in the business. Education doesn't mean the certificate you hold in the wall. Education means that you're able to acquire knowledge, the skill, and the experience to help others become more successful. Education, the word education, educate comes from the word educare in Greek, which means to bring out. So you need to take time to educate yourself. Have a consistent study program that relates to your goals in life. Another functional goal is mental stability. What is that? Your ability to handle criticism. I'm absolutely 100% sure that everybody who is attending this meeting today has been criticized one way or another, either at home or in your workplace or within your team. Criticism is part of life, and you need to know how to handle criticism. Sometimes criticism bogs us down with mental stress about what people say about us or tell us. You need to know how to handle criticism. And then you also need the ability to see the big picture. What does that mean? It simply means take some time, slow down everything you do, and create a mental picture of your long-term goal. What is it you want to see in your life? What is it you want to see in your business? What income level do you want to have 5 years, 10 years from now? What do you want to achieve in your family? What legacy do you want to build? You need to learn how to build the long-term picture. And then you need to know how to control your emotions. Sometimes when people criticize us, we lash out at them because we have not developed the capacity to control our emotions. Okay? The next thing I want to speak with you about is our marketing plan. Let me just stop sharing the screen so that I can put something else on our. Just one moment, please. I want to share with you our New Life marketing plan because I think it's very important for us to know what our marketing plan is, because without the marketing plan, you don't know if you're maximizing on the compensation plan. All right. This is our marketing plan. It's a very simple marketing plan. What do we really do to grow our business? If you're new, if you're already in the business, always keep in mind what you want to do. What is your work in this business to take your next step to director? Your work is, first of all, use the products. If you're new in the business, you make sure you use the product. If you don't use the product, the business will not grow. It's as simple as that. Use the products, you earn points. The next thing you do is share the product. That simply means the people who are not interested in the business become your customers. 3, share the business opportunity. That simply means you need to introduce other people to join the business as business builders or promoters of the business. And number 4, training, getting skills, learning about the products, learning about the business, learning about people, learning about our compensation plan. And then the first step of becoming a director, you need to be a qualified distributor. Simply means you need to do 100 PV. This is a very simple example of the list of products you can focus on. Dishwashing and general cleaning, LDC. Let me say your goal is to buy one, sell one. Super 10, the same. Buy one, sell one. 3NN for tiredness, low energy. Then CalMag for nerves, bone development, arthritis. Omega-3 Salmon Plus for the heart problems, arthritis, high blood pressure, brain function. The prostate, you need Cruciferous Plus. Then the immune function, you need carotenoid complex. Children's supplementation is Vita Squares. Vitamin C for immune function, chelated zinc. All these products, if you just buy 2 of each, one you buy for your own use and the other one you sell, you reach 256 PV. This is just an example. It could be more, it could be less. Then what is the next thing? The next thing is to become a manager in the business. What is a manager? A manager is somebody who is doing 500 group PV and has a minimum of 100 personal PV in your own name. Okay? So this is you. You've got a team of 4 people. Each of them is doing 100 PV. Plus yourself 5, you do 500 PV, you become a manager. Once you become a manager, your goal is to help the people you brought into the business also do what you've done. That means you need to help the distributors in your team reach to manager level. If you do that, you have built other managers, your business is now getting to senior manager. That is 1,000 group PV. 1,000 group PV simply means you and your team are doing 1,000 PV, but the average number of people in your team is 8 to 12 active distributors. This business is not a solo business, it's a team effort. That is how you grow a business. So in this example, you've got 8 to 12 active distributors, your total organization is doing 1,000 PV. The next thing is executive manager, which means you generate 2,000 group PV and you have between 15 and 25 active distributors in your team. That is what an executive manager is. And the best way to do it is the people in your group who have joined the business, you teach them how to become managers like yourself. Eventually, they'll reach 500. If you've got 500 PV groups, that's 2,000 PV. The next thing is to reach director level. A director group does between I've got 35 to 50 active distributors. Total PV, 4,000 PV or more. Of course, you need to go and check in the marketing plan that the month you become senior manager, it opens a 6-month window period in which you need to accumulate 10,000 PV, but the last month you do 4,000 PV. Okay, so please go and check in your marketing plan the actual. But this is just a demonstration that a director generates a volume of 4,000 PV. The reason why teamwork is very, very important, it makes easy for you to grow your business to director level. This is an example, month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4, month 5, month 6. If you do personal PV, just 102 points, and each person sponsored 2 people, by 6 months, you should have enough PV to grow director or even sapphire director. This is just an example. It doesn't happen like this in real life, but it gives you a guideline on how to grow your business. Okay? Very important is build a positive mindset. What is a positive mindset? A positive mindset is the one that says, okay, these are my challenges, but this is my goal. Let me concentrate First, let me find out how I can overcome my challenges. Once you've found out ways to overcome your challenges, the next thing is, what activities do I need to put in place to make sure I achieve the goal I'm looking for or I want? Set a specific goal. For example, earn $2,000 per month by December 2025. A very important thing for success, you need to build awareness of your thoughts. Be aware of your thought process. A very simple way to be aware of your thought process, let me give you an example. You've got somebody in your list. Let me say you've got somebody called John or Sophia or whatever her name is, his or her name is. When you pick the phone and you hesitate to call that person, already you should be aware that you've got a mental block. You've got hesitation in your mind about calling this person. And that is a limit. That is the way to identify a limiting belief. Okay? So you must be aware of your thoughts. Then write other bigger goals and read them daily. And the reason for this is to reinforce a positive mindset, associate with positive people, read good books, and then you need to have a daily method of operation. That is the things you do every day, income producing activities. The people who are not interested in the business, they become your customers. You recommend products to people who are not interested in the business. Read good books, Think and Grow Rich, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Attend weekly training and business opportunity presentations. I think one of the reasons why people fall out is that they neglect to attend meetings. Why? Because the meetings are the ones that feed you with positive information, that feed your mind that the reason why you started the business is this. Okay? Emerald Director. How do you become an Emerald Director? You need to maintain 4,000 group PV for 3 months to become an Emerald Director. Remember, you always need 1,000 PV in your name. Sorry, 100 PV in your name. And then you need to build an organization that is doing 4,000 PV. From Emerald Director, your next step is Sapphire Director. What is a Sapphire Director? Sapphire Director is somebody who is doing 10,000 group PV for 3 months, and you've got at least one other director in your group who qualifies with 4,000 minus your own 4,000. Okay? So it's important to note that you need 4,000 on your own without one of the directors, but you need somebody else in your team who's doing 4,000. That is a Sapphire Director business. The next one is One Ruby Director. One Ruby means that you maintain 20,000 PV and you maintain that for 3 months and you've got 3 director legs. Those who are in the business know what director legs are. If you're new in the business, a director leg simply means 3 separate people whom you sponsored in the business and they're able to build director businesses, which means they are able to reach 4,000 PV. That is a One Ruby business. 2 Ruby business is 4 director legs, group volume of 30,000 PV maintained for 3 months. In this example, you've got 6,000, it's just an example of 6,000 PV minus the other directors, and then you've got 4 director legs who are doing 4,000 PV. That's a 2 Ruby business. 3 Ruby business means that you do 50,000 group PV, maintain for 3 months, you've got 5 director legs. And then 4 Ruby directors, you've got 100,000 PV, maintained for 3 months, and you've got 6 director legs. This is a president's team member. This is where real money really starts to flow. And it takes effort, it takes teamwork, it takes discipline to reach this level of business. So that, in essence, is our marketing plan. Our marketing plan is very simple, doing 3 things: using the products, sharing the products and the business, and then teaching others to do the same. That is what our marketing plan is. So I want to go back to the other screen that we Just one moment. Let me close this one off. Okay. I want to discuss with you the 90-day program. That is what I want to suggest to you a way to put in place the 90-day challenge. Why is that important? Because our business depends on momentum. Momentum is a very, very important part of our business growth. When you start the business, you're very excited. You're starting the business. You're learning about the product. You're learning about the business. You're learning about it yourself. In fact, one of the businesses that really faces you with you is this business, the New Life business, because you begin to know who you are, your weaknesses, your shortcomings, your strength, your level of patience, your level of understanding people, your level of listening. All that will be brought out in this business. And the 90-day challenge is built into 4 phases. Why these 4 phases? It's important for you to think about them because they will help you build momentum in your group. Phase 1 is 1 week before you actually start the 90-day challenge. A few things that is important in the preparation stage. Number 1, identify distributors who want to take part in this 90-day challenge. Why is that important? Because not everybody is going to be interested in the 90-day challenge. So call your team members. Tell them, look, I'm doing the 90-day challenge starting this January, and we want to build the momentum until the end of March. Once you've done that, you've identified the people who want to take part in the 90-day challenge. Each of those people who want to take part, each of them needs to have a list of 100 or more prospects. Why? Because they're going to be calling people every day from that list to grow their business. The idea is to expose, the more people you expose the business to, the more your business grows. It's a simple numbers game. But you increase your chances of success if you're more skilled and you've got a better attitude. The next thing you do in this preparatory phase is meet with them to share the idea. Meet at a restaurant, meet at a home, meet at a training venue. Have a cup of tea, have a cup of coffee, and let's share with them this idea that in the next 90 days, we want everybody to push up as much as possible to build a business. The need to mentally prepare yourself to go full blast, full volume if you really want to succeed in the business. It could be part-time, could be full-time. I don't recommend that you quit your job during this process. If you have got a job, speak to your upline sponsor about this matter. When we were in the business, Charlie always advised us, if you want to go full-time, you need to build your business, and for 8 months, you don't touch your salary. You only survive on the business. 2, you make sure that the business can actually support your family needs. And 3, you need to mentally prepare because there'll be no fallback. Okay, so mentally prepare yourself to go full blast. That's the first week, preparatory phase, mental preparation, having a name list, learning how to talk to people about the business. Then phase 2, this is the second week now of your 90-day challenge. Meet with your team to set up appointments. For example, if you've got 5 people or 10 people in your team who are on this 90-day challenge, meet somewhere on Monday morning, all of you, each person take out your name list and make telephone calls. Make calls until you've got 2 to 3 appointments every day. And the reason why you need to meet is because you encourage one another. When you're on your own, you tend to easily get discouraged. So I would recommend meet weekly to set up appointments on a daily basis. When you meet weekly, share notes, share success every week, and reward the people who've got at least some results in their activity. Plan daily your activity schedule, and then you need to visualize the end result you want. Why is this important? Because we only achieve what we have seen in our mind. That's very, very important. Okay? Have visualization and affirmation of what you want, and then monitor your activity. For example, after the first week, meet on a Friday or whatever it is, check your results, monitor, share your experience. And the reason you need to do this is that you encourage one another, even if somebody has received many no's, and when they meet and you share your experiences, you encourage one another to push ahead with the business. Be accountable to each other. The reason I say that is important is it's very, very challenging to be accountable to yourself, because we always are very easy on ourselves. But if you have an accountability team member, it means, let me say your goal was to speak to 20 people. And by the end of the first week, you've spoken to 8 people. If you're accountable to somebody else, you feel obliged to say, okay, I need to do better in order I give a good report to my team. So be accountable to each other. Phase 3 of the 90-day challenge, 8 weeks. This is very intense activity. Have monthly recognition rallies, incentive for every month and for your small group. This is now addressed to the leaders of each group. Get your team together. Have very simple incentives for the team. For example, anybody who does 3 in 30, you give them aloe vera plus. This is just an example. If you're a team leader, design your own recognition or incentive for your team. You do 3 in 30, you get airtime. You do 3 in 30, you get omega-3, the small one, something like that. Give your team very small intensives for the monthly activities. People go after very small recognition sessions, and that is what drives people to do the business. And then target a big event after 90 days and a special recognition. And that leads to event number 4. Have an event that all of you are targeting. For example, if in April there's going to be a big event, either a New Life event or a weekly weekend rally, target an event that everybody looks forward to be recognized, and sell that event and recognize top performers. That is how you build momentum for a 90-day challenge. If you do the 90-day challenge properly, you will see that at the end of 90 days, there will be a specific and notable jump in your business. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I want to encourage you to do during the next 3 or 4 days. Get together with your team, identify distributors in your team who want to get involved in the 90-day challenge. Each distributor who is involved, let them write a list of new prospects, 100 to 200 names. Meet with them to share this idea and encourage one another, mentally prepared to do this thing. And then, phase 2, when you start the activity, set up weekly appointments as a team so that everybody at least is getting. What I have found, if you do something consistently for 90 days, it is likely to become a habit. And when it becomes a habit, success is guaranteed. And then you need to share reward with the people who are actually doing the work. Have very simple reward for your team. Have incentives for your group. If you do this, your business will begin to gain momentum. And the more momentum you build in your business, you will find that your business begins to grow naturally. So, ladies and gentlemen, those are the few ideas I wanted to share with you in this training session. And if you want, I can share with you a whole document for this 90-day challenge. Speak to the leaders of your group if they want a copy of this document. There's a document that we developed some time ago on how to do the 90-day challenge. Read through it as a leader, speak with your team, get your team moving, and you will see the effect of this business. And then in your regions, there are going to be the RICE meetings. RICE simply means in every region, the company is going to put together a session for building momentum for the starting in the new year. I think the RICE, if I'm not wrong, just give me a moment. I will give you the dates for the East Africa and West Africa. Just give me one moment, please. Okay. If you're in Nairobi, there is going to be a RICE meeting on the Saturday, the 18th of January. The venue is the KICC Lenana Hall at 10 a.m. The cost per distributor is 100 shillings. So if you're in Nairobi, please make sure you and your team attend this event. Why is this event very important? Because this is one of the things that builds momentum in your business. Let me just see for the other regions. Okay, and the guest speaker for this meeting is in East Africa is Rico Brown. 18th January, KICC at 10 a.m. 19th of January, Uganda, Kampala, Imperial Royal Hotel. Rico Brown is a guest speaker at 2 p.m., 4,000 Uganda shillings. And then 26th of January, in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, the Warehouse Arena Hall. Rico Brown is a guest speaker. That is 2,000 Tanzania shillings at 2 p.m. Guests are invited to attend this event free. Distributors, please get information from your team leader, pre-book, and then invite people for this presentation. Let me go to the Southern Africa region. If you give me a moment. The Southern African region, on Saturday, the 18th of January, that is Durban. On Sunday, 19th of January, is Johannesburg. On Tuesday, 21st of January, is Namibia. Thursday, 23rd of January, is Cape Town. And on Saturday, 25th January, is Mozambique. Whichever region, please make sure you get details from your leader about these meetings. It will help you build momentum in your business. I've seen a number of people who have requested the document. What I will do, I will send a copy. Let me see. I see Rosemary, Mary Waithera, Yolanda Songoro, Ambani, Esther James. I'm going to send this document to the leaders in Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania. If they want to use it, they will share with their team, so that you have it's a very simple document, but read through it. It will help build momentum in your team. I can tell you from my own experience, I have found that this thing really helped my business to grow. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you very much for attending this session with me. I wish you the very best during this year. I am sure that you will take the business seriously, so that we can grow the business to the next level that this business actually deserves. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Good night and God bless.